Ball State SportsLink's third Down Chirp is presented by Papa John's.
Ball State and Northern Illinois fought to a standstill after one half of football last Wednesday night at Schumann Stadium, but the Huskies pulled away in the second half for a 35-21 victory. Hello friends, alongside Tyler Bradfield and Mick Tidrow. I'm your host Connor Onion. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Third Down Chirp, delivered by Papa John's. Guys, for the sixth straight season, Northern Illinois is walking away from a matchup with the Cardinals with a victory.
Well, Northern Illinois' Cameron Stingley just proved to be too much in the second half, Connor. I know Ball State was dealing with some injuries on the defensive end, but you have to play the hand you're dealt, and Stingley just trumped everything the Cards had.
Oh, yeah, Stingley and the whole NIU running game really got to Ball State's defense. Ball State's defense was not able to stop them.
Well, it was a gorgeous night for football last Wednesday night. Let's go back out to Schumann Stadium and relive the calls of Tyler Bradfield on 91.3 WCRD, Ball State SportsLink Radio.
Good evening from Schumann Stadium on a cool, gorgeous autumn night, casting over the skies of Muncie, Indiana. Today, the Cardinals are back at home trying to extend their first winning streak of the season, with the Northern Illinois Huskies in town with the bright lights of national television on Schumann Stadium. Pistol formation, Heron shotgun. Brown goes in motion from right to left. Snap to give us up the middle to Stingley. Gaping hold of the 5. Carries defenders to the 2 to the 1 and across the goal line for an NIU touchdown. Schilling's in motion from right to left on 2nd down and 10. Mindless back to pass at a 7. Cox's arm throws near side. Intercepted by Northern Illinois. Anthony Brooks intercepted it to the 10 to the 5 and takes it for a touchdown. Arms outstretched in front, takes the waist-high snap, drops all the way back. He loses the football. The ball's loose on the floor. It's loose, and the Cardinals dive on it with Darnell Smith. Two receivers, top side right, chest-high snap, turns right, gives Stingley, stutter steps his way, overpowers a Cardinal, and then barrels his way to the 35-30, still going 25-20, and tackled from behind. Coach Limbo was right. Cameron Stingley gets better as the game goes on.
As we take a look at our recap graphic, Jack Milas found Jordan Williams in the second quarter for a 38-yard touchdown pass, but the redshirt freshman quarterback did throw his first 3 interceptions on his young career, proving costly in the 14-point loss for Ball State. In the aftermath, we caught up with head coach Pete Lembo as he reflected on the loss.
Usually if you turn it over 5 times, you've got no chance. And I think the fact that our kids battled through adversity, which is something they've done all year, played hard, which they've done all year, is all good signs of the type of guys we have and how competitive they are. The disappointing thing is some of the inconsistencies and some of the breakdowns that you have to put your best foot forward playing against a really good opponent like that. And we needed our best guys to step up and play their best games. We needed our most reliable guys to continue to be reliable, and we weren't quite able to do that.
For the Cardinals, it's time to move on from the disappointing loss against the Huskies and look ahead to the UMass Minutemen. To preview the matchup, our very own Mick Tidrow and Noah Reed caught up with both offensive and defensive coordinator Joey Lynch and Kevin Kelly in this week's scouting report.
Well, the biggest thing is do what we do best, and we always say it's all about our operation, and we got to do a good job of making sure we're playing sound Ball State football to begin with, and if we do that, we'll be okay. But with what they do and how they fly around, we got to really come out ready to play, and they're a group that likes to create havoc in the backfield, so it's something we got to minimize.
Well, we try to keep it as simple as possible, for the players because there's a lot going on in a short period of time. The thing that we have to do is that they have spread sets. We have multiple coverages. We got to make sure that we're executing the coverages, and then they also have real tight sets, so we have to adjust to their unbalanced formations and those types of things. So we have to get lined up right, and then from there we got to execute well.
Well, fellas, we've heard from the coaching staff, and I think the fans have heard enough from us three already. It's time to bring in the fourth member of Third Down Chirp this week for our 3 key facts. That is Caitlin Young to deliver those. Caitlin, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Connor. Thanks, guys. Well, first off, keep going, Scott Secor. That's right. Secor has been named as a semifinalist for the 2014 Lou Gorza Place Kicker Award. Secor is tied for first in the nation with 21 field goals on the season and currently is first in the nation for field goals per game with just over 2.5 field goals each game. Next up, one team, one shot. That's right, guys. Ball State only has one shot at a conference victory over UMass, as this is the first, and you guessed it, last time, Ball State will be able to play UMass as a Mid-American Conference team. The Minutemen will leave the MAC after the 2015 season. And last but not least, UMass is definitely in the spotlight this week, as this is the first time since 2007 that they will host a nationally televised game, as ESPNU will televise the game nationally. Now, Ball State has definitely had experience doing this before. I know I'm excited to watch this game on ESPNU. How are you guys feeling?
I think we're pretty excited too. The lights will be bright. It's Wednesday night. It's time for some midweek MACtion once more. But guys, as the Cardinals take the field in Amherst on Wednesday night, who needs to produce if they want a victory?
Well, it's no secret. UMass likes to throw the football. They have the top passing attack in the Mid-American Conference, 6th in the country. But sometimes the best defense is a good offense. Keep UMass's offense off the field. Therefore, my X factor is Juwan Edwards. If Juwan Edwards can produce, look at his numbers in the 3 wins this season. 26 touches per, 109 yards per game, and 4 total touchdowns. If he's productive, I like Ball State.
I'm going to have to go with defensive end Michael Ayers. They're going to have to put pressure on that quarterback, Blake Fronapel, who is 6th in the nation with just under 3,000 passing yards. And UMass has the ability to put up points with 30 points per game this year. And the team, Ball State, only has 9 sacks on the season. The more pressure they get up front, the more it will help out that secondary, and that secondary will not have Eric Patterson playing.
Michael Ayers certainly has been fantastic opposite of Nick Miles this season. That wraps up this week's edition of Third Down Chirp. First, a couple of thank yous to give out. First, to our executive producers, Luke Martin and Alex Seitz. And don't forget to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/BallStateSportsLink and on Instagram and Twitter at BSU SportsLink. For our entire talent team of Caitlin Young with the 3 facts, he's Tyler Bradfield, he's Mick Tidrow. I'm your host, Connor Onion, saying thanks for watching and so long until next time for Third Down Chirp.